The Polestar 3 enters the electric crossover segment with a design and character that immediately set it apart from the many familiar options in this category. It is a fully electric compact luxury vehicle that embraces a clean, sculpted look while keeping its personality grounded in the minimalist Scandinavian approach that has become the brand's identity. Everything about its exterior suggests refinement and modern thinking, with shapely fenders, smooth proportions, and lighting elements that appear carefully placed rather than overly stylized. The moment it rolls into view, it becomes clear that the designers wanted the vehicle to have presence without relying on loud or aggressive lines, and the result is a mature shape that appeals to those who appreciate simplicity executed at a high level. This approach continues inside the cabin, where the theme of minimalism becomes even more apparent. The interior is intentionally uncluttered, crisp, and airy, creating an atmosphere that feels calm and upscale rather than busy or overwhelming. Materials throughout the cabin reflect a strong commitment to sustainability, and Polestar makes it evident that environmental responsibility can coexist with premium luxury. Rather than using the cabin to showcase unnecessary complexity, the designers focused on quality, texture, and balance. Every surface looks and feels intentional, and the result is an interior that remains distinctive in an increasingly crowded electric market. Driving range plays an essential role in the appeal of any electric vehicle, and the Polestar 3 makes a strong impression with its capabilities. The single-motor model offers an estimated 350 miles on a full charge, according to Environmental Protection Agency figures, which places it among the more capable electric sport utility vehicles when it comes to long-distance usability. The dual-motor model offers a lower total, but still retains an impressive level of practicality for daily use. Even the most powerful version, known as the performance model, provides over 270 miles of driving range while delivering acceleration that rivals some of the most powerful electric sport utility vehicles currently available. Performance varies noticeably across the three configurations, and that variation allows buyers to choose a driving character that suits their daily needs. The single-motor model delivers 329 horsepower from its rear-mounted motor, offering smooth acceleration and more than enough capability for highway merging, overtaking, and spirited everyday driving. The dual-motor version raises output to 536 horsepower and adds all-wheel drive, giving drivers stronger traction and improved confidence in poor weather conditions. The range-topping performance model delivers an impressive 671 horsepower, which brings the Polestar 3 into territory that few electric sport utility vehicles attempt to reach. This version can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 3.8 seconds, making it quick enough to compete with performance offerings from established premium brands. While the Polestar 3 emphasizes modern design and minimalist appeal, this commitment occasionally leads to quirks. The rear visibility is somewhat limited due to the high beltline and the use of more metal than glass along the tailgate area. Additionally, enabling and disabling the adaptive cruise system requires several interactions with the gear selector, an approach that prioritizes style over intuitive function. Despite these small inconveniences, the overall driving experience remains polished and enjoyable, and the clean cabin layout will appeal to those who prefer simplicity over visual clutter. The 2026 model year introduces significant updates that elevate the Polestar 3 to a new level of capability. The most important change is the adoption of an 800-volt electrical platform, replacing the 400-volt system used previously. This transition brings faster charging times, better energy management, reduced heat buildup, and improved overall efficiency. Along with the new system comes a fresh battery pack designed to extend driving range and improve durability. Every model also benefits from a newly developed rear motor, which increases total power output and enhances responsiveness in all driving situations. Pricing for the updated model begins at roughly $69,000 and extends to around $81,000. The differences in features across trims remain modest, meaning the primary considerations for buyers are power, range, and performance. The long-range dual-motor configuration strikes an appealing balance between efficiency and capability, offering strong acceleration, solid all-weather traction, and a driving range that fits comfortably into daily life. Despite the larger wheel size, the 21-inch wheels surprisingly deliver slightly better energy efficiency compared to the standard 20-inch wheels, an uncommon but interesting advantage. Handling dynamics vary based on configuration. The single-motor version delivers a rear-wheel drive personality that feels agile and balanced. The dual-motor versions use an adaptive air suspension system that adjusts firmness based on driving conditions, improving comfort during daily use and enhancing stability during spirited driving. In the performance model, the air suspension receives a more dynamic tune and works with a torque-managing rear differential to sharpen cornering ability and reduce understeer. The result is a vehicle that feels confident, stable, and capable of handling quick direction changes without unnecessary body movement. Towing ability differs between the single-motor and dual-motor versions. The single-motor variant can pull up to 2,000 pounds, while the dual-motor variant increases that capability to 3,500 pounds when equipped with the optional retractable tow bar. These capacities will not satisfy drivers looking to tow heavy loads, but they are more than adequate for small trailers, outdoor equipment, and recreational activities. Charging improvements stand out as one of the most significant advancements in the 2026 model. The transition to the 800-volt system now allows the Polestar 3 to accept charging speeds of up to 350 kilowatts. This enables the battery to move from 10% to 80% in approximately 22 minutes. Representing a substantial improvement and reducing waiting time during long trips. The new battery chemistry also shifts toward a design that emphasizes longevity, stability, and efficiency rather than relying on the previous material set. The Environmental Protection Agency fuel efficiency figures for the previous model year provide a helpful reference point for what drivers can expect from the updated Polestar 3. The single-motor version returns up to 105 miles per gallon equivalent in the city and 86 miles per gallon equivalent on the highway when equipped with the 21-inch wheel option. The dual-motor version records slightly lower figures, while the performance model prioritizes power and acceleration over energy conservation and therefore posts the lowest efficiency ratings in the lineup. Although official numbers for the 2026 model year have not yet been released, the changes introduced with the new battery and electrical platform suggest that the vehicle will either match or slightly improve upon the previous estimates. Real-world testing will ultimately reveal the true extent of these improvements. But the early signs are promising. Inside the cabin, the Polestar 3 continues to stand out with an interior that feels refined, modern, and deeply connected to the brand's identity. Heated front seats come standard on every trim, enhancing comfort during colder seasons. The vehicle includes a power-operated liftgate that opens smoothly and offers easy access to the rear cargo space. The 3-zone climate system helps maintain consistent temperature throughout the cabin, and the built-in air purifier filters the interior atmosphere, creating a more pleasant environment for long drives. The panoramic glass roof is a highlight of the cabin, stretching across both seating rows and allowing natural light to fill the interior. Integrated into the glass is a subtle illuminated Polestar emblem that glows softly at night, adding a unique design touch that distinguishes the vehicle from competitors. Rear visibility remains one of the few drawbacks of the design, due to the decision to prioritize exterior styling over maximum window area. However, the cabin continues to feel spacious thanks to the large glass roof and the clean layout of interior surfaces. The second row accommodates adults comfortably, with generous legroom and headroom that allow longer journeys to pass with ease. Cargo space behind the rear seats is somewhat limited compared to certain competitors in the electric sport utility segment, and the front storage compartment is only large enough to hold the portable charging cable, but the overall practicality remains suitable for daily use. The centerpiece of the interior technology is the 14.5-inch vertically oriented touchscreen. This display runs on a Google-based operating system that provides intuitive navigation menus, clear graphics, and smooth transitions. The inclusion of Google Maps as the built-in navigation service gives drivers access to real-time traffic updates, route planning, and accurate charging station mapping. Wireless connectivity is available for both major smartphone platforms, and the cabin includes multiple USB Type-C ports as well as a wireless charging pad. The standard audio system includes 10 speakers, but for those who desire a more immersive sound experience, an optional 25-speaker system from Bowers & Wilkins is available. Driver assistance technology is another strong area for the Polestar 3. The vehicle arrives equipped with a robust suite of modern safety features, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, blind spot monitoring, automatic high beam operation, and collision mitigation technology that can identify pedestrians and cyclists. A driver monitoring system adds an additional layer of security by detecting signs of drowsiness or distraction. The vehicle also includes built-in LiDAR sensors that are expected to enable hands-free driving at a later date once software updates and regulatory approvals align. Until then, the sensors operate passively and support the existing driver assistance features. Warranty coverage for the Polestar 3 is consistent with industry standards for premium electric vehicles. The limited warranty covers the vehicle for 4 years or 50,000 miles, while the powertrain and battery component warranties extend to 8 years or 100,000 miles. Unlike some competitors, Polestar does not cover the first scheduled maintenance visit, a decision that may surprise some buyers, especially given that the related brand Volvo offers complimentary maintenance for a limited period. However, the relatively low maintenance needs of an electric vehicle help offset this drawback. Beyond the official specifications, the 2026 Polestar 3 introduces a series of mechanical and technological enhancements that elevate the driving experience. The transition to the 800-volt system stands as the centerpiece of these improvements. Higher voltage systems carry energy more efficiently, generate less heat, and allow rapid charging without placing excessive stress on the battery cells. The ability to accept charging speeds of up to 350 kilowatts significantly reduces the time needed during long-distance travel, making the vehicle more convenient for drivers who frequently undertake highway trips. The redesigned rear motor is another noteworthy improvement. Developed in-house by Polestar, the new unit delivers increased power and improved torque characteristics across all trims. The single-motor model now feels more responsive in daily use, while the dual-motor and performance models benefit from stronger acceleration at both low and high speeds. Polestar has also revised the naming structure of the lineup, renaming the previous long-range single-motor, long-range dual-motor, and performance models to rear motor, dual-motor, and performance. These names more accurately reflect the configuration of each model and provide a clearer understanding of their power delivery layouts. In addition to higher power output, the dual-motor models now include the ability to automatically disconnect the front motor when conditions allow. This feature improves efficiency by reducing unnecessary energy draw and shifts the vehicle into a more energy-conserving operating mode when all-wheel traction is not required. When the system senses a need for additional grip, such as during slippery conditions or demanding acceleration, it re-engages the front motor seamlessly. This intelligent management of power delivery demonstrates Polestar's focus on balancing performance with efficiency. Polestar has also refined the handling qualities of the vehicle through adjustments to the anti-roll bars and a retuned steering system. These changes give the Polestar 3 a more confident and predictable feel, especially during cornering maneuvers. The revised steering calibration results in more accurate feedback through the wheel, allowing drivers to better sense the road surface and respond to changes in traction. The vehicle now feels more composed, reducing unnecessary body movement without compromising ride comfort. Among the more subtle updates is the installation of a faster onboard computer processor. Polestar states that this new unit is 8 times more powerful than the previous version and is capable of managing the vehicle's advanced systems with greater speed and precision. Even more notably, Polestar intends to offer retrofitting options for owners of the 2025 model year, allowing them to benefit from the new processor without having to upgrade to a newer vehicle. This decision reflects a customer-focused approach that acknowledges the rapid evolution of electric vehicle technology and ensures that early adopters do not feel left behind. The wider view of this model becomes even clearer when you place it against the direction the company has been heading over the past few years. The decision to maintain familiar driving manners while integrating new electric technology shows a strategic move toward keeping long-time customers attached while still appealing to new buyers who want something that feels future-ready. This balance is not easy to achieve, yet the vehicle manages to present itself as a bridge between what drivers have always known and what the industry is inevitably shifting toward. It does this without overwhelming the user with complexity. Instead, it offers a smooth transition into a new era of mobility where efficiency, refinement, and quiet power become part of the daily experience. This approach avoids drastic changes that could alienate traditional drivers while still allowing the model to participate in the evolving landscape shaped by new regulations, environmental concerns, and customer expectations. The manufacturer clearly understands that keeping the identity of a model intact is as important as updating it with modern solutions, and this vehicle reflects that understanding in every aspect of its engineering and refinement. Spending time with this model also reveals an interesting direction in the way manufacturers now implement software and digital services. Instead of packing the system with numerous apps that appear impressive but rarely offer real, world value, the company has chosen a curated approach. It gives the driver tools that matter on a daily basis, particularly features that enhance comfort, drive planning, and energy management. The system observes driving habits to make predictive suggestions, improves route planning based on remaining range and terrain, and keeps the user informed in a gentle, non-intrusive way. It also ensures that updates happen in the background without disrupting usability. This entire experience contrasts strongly with systems that overload the user with unnecessary information. By keeping only what is relevant, this vehicle supports the idea that digital technology should serve the driver rather than distract them. This careful balance suggests a philosophy where technology enhances instead of dominates the driving experience, an approach that is likely to resonate with buyers who appreciate modern features but still value simplicity. The impact of this model on the broader market will likely become more visible as more drivers get behind the wheel and understand how it feels different from many alternatives. It sets its own tone, emphasizing ease, comfort, and practicality rather than trying too hard to look overly futuristic or aggressively sporty. That restraint becomes one of its greatest strengths. It positions the model as a confident choice for individuals and families who want reliable performance without unnecessary drama. This orientation also distinguishes it in an increasingly crowded segment where many vehicles attempt to stand out with bold shapes, sharp lines, and complex technology suites. Instead of adopting that approach, this model succeeds by being calm, stable, and mature. It is the type of vehicle that grows on you the more time you spend with it, because its strengths reveal themselves gradually through everyday use rather than flashy first impressions. One of the most notable achievements in its engineering is the way noise management has been handled, especially considering the challenges faced by hybrid and electric systems. Electric motors may be quiet, but they often reveal other sounds that traditional combustion engines mask, such as minor vibrations, road texture, or wind movement around the mirrors. Here, however, the engineers worked on insulation, chassis refinement, and airflow management to ensure that the cabin remains peaceful even at higher speeds. This contributes to the sense of calm that defines the driving personality of the vehicle. Passengers can hold conversations at a quiet tone, listen to music without adjusting the volume constantly, and enjoy long trips without feeling fatigue. These elements matter because they elevate the overall experience beyond numbers and specifications. They are subtle qualities that create a sense of premium comfort, even in models aimed at broad audiences. Another important factor that enhances the appeal of this model is the way it manages energy use. Hybrid and electric systems are not only about delivering silent driving. They also need to maximize efficiency in real-world conditions, which often differ from laboratory scenarios. The system in this vehicle responds intuitively to driver inputs, adjusting the flow of power in a seamless manner. When cruising, it seeks opportunities to coast and recover energy without disrupting smoothness. When accelerating, It provides enough force to build speed confidently without overusing stored power. In city driving, it shifts toward electric motion whenever possible, allowing for quiet and efficient movement in traffic. These behaviors show careful calibration, ensuring that the driver receives the best possible balance between economy and usability. This kind of refinement does not happen by accident. It is the result of detailed testing in different climates, road conditions, and usage patterns so that the vehicle behaves consistently regardless of environment. Looking at the design again from a broader perspective, there is a quiet confidence to the exterior language. The designers avoided extremes and embraced a form that feels solid, modern, and familiar. Instead of sharp edges and heavy sculpting, the vehicle features smoother shapes that reflect light naturally and maintain a timeless character. This helps prevent the design from aging quickly, which is a common issue in segments where trends change rapidly. The subtle shaping around the sides, the gentle rise of the beltline, and the carefully proportioned front and rear all work together to create a coherent identity. The vehicle does not shout for attention, yet it remains distinctive enough to stand out through its refined simplicity. This approach will likely help it remain relevant for many years, reducing the need for rapid design updates and reinforcing its long-term appeal. Inside the cabin, convenience comes from thoughtful details rather than flashy ideas. The storage areas are shaped in practical ways, making them easy to access even while driving. The seating position is adjustable in a wide range, ensuring that drivers of different heights can find a comfortable posture with good forward visibility. Rear passengers also receive adequate room, preventing any sense of confinement on longer journeys. The combination of materials gives the cabin a warm and contemporary feel, without crossing into excessive luxury. Soft surfaces are placed where hands naturally rest, while sturdier materials reinforce high-contact areas to maintain durability over time. Subtle lighting adds nighttime comfort without overwhelming the senses. All these elements show that the interior environment was shaped by observing how people actually use their vehicles daily, rather than relying purely on visual impressions. The more you analyze this model, the more you see how each part of its development reflects a clear and deliberate philosophy. It is not a showpiece designed to impress with extremes, but rather a dependable companion engineered to deliver a consistent and enjoyable experience every day. For many drivers, this kind of reliability and predictability is far more meaningful than dramatic acceleration or aggressively styled bodywork. The model aims to make life easier through calm handling, stable responses, and intuitive controls. It presents itself as a vehicle made for real life rather than trends. This authenticity helps build trust because drivers feel that the people who developed it genuinely understood what matters in a daily use vehicle. In the end, this model stands as an example of how the industry can integrate new technology without sacrificing familiarity, comfort, and ease of use. It shows that progress does not always require dramatic reinvention. Sometimes the most meaningful improvements come from refining the fundamentals that matter most. This vehicle respects that idea by delivering a blend of modern efficiency, smooth performance, and thoughtful design while keeping the driving experience grounded in reality. It is for individuals and families who want a reliable companion that feels advanced but never overwhelming. It is the kind of model that earns appreciation through long-term use, where its strengths become more noticeable with every journey, as the industry moves steadily toward broader electrification and smarter mobility solutions. This vehicle finds its place by focusing on balance, usability, and quiet confidence, offering a reassuring step into the future without losing touch with what makes driving enjoyable.